What we're learning is that the Special Corps Commander conference of the 2nd of May at the GHQ Rawalpindi, the Pakistan generals have deliberated full war with India. On the agenda, only 4 days of small arms ammunition with soldiers facing shortages, Pakistani army to scout for sources abroad now. That's what we are now learning about. Of course, Pakistan continues to scramble for options as India is counting down to that strike, counting down for revenge. Abhishek Kapoor, a senior executive editor, joins us live on the broadcast on the phone line. Abhishek, tell us more about what is this meeting that we're learning about from Rawalpindi? Abhishek, can you hear me? This is an update from Rawalpindi, what happened at the 2nd of May. And on agenda was a full... Yeah, right, go ahead.
Yes, I'm getting you, Rakshita. So essentially what we are getting to here is that the Pakistani Corps commanders had a conference yesterday, and while we are seeing statements of bravado coming in from the political leadership, it seems that the Pakistan army is really struggling to have enough ammunition. So, for example, one of the agenda points of discussion yesterday was that so far as the small arms fire is concerned, the Pakistanis have just about 4 days of ammunition, so they cannot sustain a war. And while you have all sorts of warmongering coming in from the Pakistani side, the fact of the matter is they don't have enough of bullets, enough of firearms to sustain a war for more than 4 days when it comes to at least the small arms fire. So we are not talking about the artillery guns, etc. This is clearly falls in the face of the kind of posturing we are seeing, which obviously means that the leadership of Pakistan is bluffing with its own citizens, and those people should be watching what their leaders are doing. The military leadership is discussing how to shore up their reserves of ammunition so that they can sustain a war in case India retaliates in a big way. Preparations for which are already going on, and all indication is that this time it's going to be a very sustained kind of campaign to make sure that Pakistan pays for its indulgence with terror. But this Pakistani confabulation or the core commanders level raises serious doubts about Pakistan's capability to sustain a war which people of Pakistan should be concerned about.
Right, Abhishek, absolutely. We can really see the anxiousness, the anxiety, and of course frustration of part of Pakistanis, the way their leaders are making statements, and they of course continue to contradict themselves. Also, this back and forth behavior, if you see how Bilawal Bhutto gets scared, and then they go on to also beg United States for intervention. They go on to beg US to help and avoid a war. This clearly shows that how Pakistan is completely desperate right now. It is frantic in its effort to in fact counter what will be coming from India.
Well, yes, absolutely. And be it a small arms shortage, be it their capacity to sustain a long-term war. And Rakshita, the fact of the matter is that we have seen over the last few years that Pakistan army has been cornering as much economic space as possible by way of their multiple agencies, multiple platforms, corporations, etc., and effectively cornering a great part of Pakistan's GDP. And for having done that, to be now discussing that they have shortage of ammunition clearly suggests that there is high level of corruption also. And just 4 days of firepower and for the political leadership to be talking about sustaining a war. Obviously, this is bravado. This is, in fact, pretense, just posturing so that they can keep their people in good humor unless they rebel. And these pictures are of the Corps commander. There was a special Corps commanders meeting that was called yesterday. And as I mentioned, we get to know from our sources that one of the agendas was how to beef up their reserves. Now, the backdrop is that Pakistan has been slyly on the side supplying some mid-level weapons systems to Ukraine, and Russians have really not liked it. So while diverting all their attention to earn some money, they forgot that they have to take care of their own reserves also, and now they are scurrying for cover. And we are told that their connections through their missions abroad have been activated to sort of source as much as small arms fire that they can over the next few days or weeks.